Welcome back to Abundantly Rewired. We're on day 9 and we're talking about the no budget that actually works. Today, I want to share something that completely changed the way I approached money, especially during stressful financial seasons. Because if you've ever tried strict budgeting before, you probably know how exhausting it can be. Tracking every penny, feeling guilty over small purchases, constantly feeling like you're failing. For many people, traditional budgeting creates more anxiety instead of more peace. So today, I want to share a softer, simpler approach that helped me feel more aware, grounded, and financially peaceful without obsessing over every dollar. For a long time, budgeting felt overwhelming to me. It felt rigid, restrictive, emotionally draining. And every time I messed up, I felt like I had failed. But eventually, I realized something important. Financial peace doesn't come from punishment, it comes from awareness. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is creating a relationship with money that feels calmer, healthier, and more intentional. That realization changed everything for me. Instead of tracking every tiny expense, I started focusing on a few simple categories: needs, priorities, peace. That became my version of budgeting. Before spending money, I would pause and ask, does this support my needs? Does this support my priorities? Does this support peace in my life? And honestly, that small shift changed my spending habits more than complicated spreadsheets ever did because it helped me become intentional instead of reactive. Perfectionism creates shame around money, and shame usually leads to avoidance. I had to stop believing that one difficult week or one unexpected expense meant I had failed financially. Life happens. Budgets don't need to be perfect to be helpful. What mattered more was consistency, awareness, and compassion toward myself while learning new habits. This may sound simple, but it shifted everything emotionally for me. Instead of looking at money with panic, I started looking at it with gratitude and honesty. Even during difficult seasons, even during difficult seasons, I began appreciating what I could pay for, what I could pay, what I did have, what was improving, what was enough for today. Fear creates pressure, gratitude creates clarity, and clarity helped me feel calmer, and gratitude helped me make calmer financial decisions. I used to think financial change required huge, dramatic action, but most real transformation came from smaller, consistent choices. Cooking more meals at home, pausing before impulse purchases, simplifying, using what I already had, and becoming more mindful. Little choices repeated consistently create stability over time. And eventually, those small shifts began creating emotional relief too, because every intentional choice helped me feel more empowered instead of helpless. One of the most freeing things I let go of was the pressure. One of the most freeing things I let go of was the pressure to appear successful. I stopped spending money trying to maintain an image, and instead I started prioritizing peace, stability, honesty, simplicity, emotional well being. And strangely enough, the less I tried to look abundant, the more abundant life actually began to feel. because peace is wealth too. The truth is, the best financial system is not the strictest one. It's the one that helps you feel aware, intentional, empowered, peaceful, and sustainable. You don't need a perfect financial life to begin creating change. You simply need willingness, honesty, and small, consistent steps. You simply need willingness, honesty, and small, consistent steps forward. And over time, those steps truly do add up. Take a slow breath and let this reminder settle into your heart. You do not need to have everything figured out today. You do not need perfect finances to begin creating a more abundant life. Every intentional choice matters. Every mindful decision matters. Every moment of awareness creates movement towards peace. Repeat this affirmation slowly and gently. I am creating financial peace, one intentional choice at a time. Allow yourself to believe that small changes can create meaningful transformation over time. Thank you so much for spending time. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this message reminds you that financial peace does not have to come from restriction, shame, or perfection. Sometimes the most powerful changes begin with small, Sometimes the most powerful changes begin with small, intentional shifts in awareness and mindset. If this video encouraged you, I'd love for you to continue this journey with me through the Abundantly Rewired series. Please like, subscribe, and share with others. Until next time, keep choosing gratitude, keep choosing peace, and keep trusting that your small, consistent steps are creating meaningful change. The next video in the series is free things that feel like luxury when you're broke. See you then.